Hey. Okay, so why is wallpaper so cool? I like wallpaper because I feel less like I'm renting the same apartment in New York like everybody else. At least it's cozy, even though it's really tiny and I'm freezing and my management is out to get me. It's cute. I've tested out removable wallpaper 2 times now. Would I do this again? Absolutely. It's worth it. Trust me, once you do it, you're gonna be really, really happy. Your friends are gonna be like, whoa, your apartment is so cool and together. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I use removable wallpaper in my last apartment. I've also rounded up several wallpapers I think are really, really cool. Botanicals are a classic option. You can do something really dark and moody. Small, compact little flowers. I think those are great for kind of like a country vibe, country kitchen. You could also do like really big, sweeping, romantic petals, something a little more feminine. You know, it's totally up to you. Stripes and spots are another classic for wallpaper. Polka dot, the dense dotting I feel like we've been seeing where they're not kind of perfectly symmetrical. Animal prints are also a really fun way. I mean, if you're that maximalist person, do it. The cranes are always really beautiful. Leopard print is kind of intense, but I could see it working. Animals, I just feel like there's a lot you can do. I mean, you can go more exotic, you can go more oriental. Another popular trend, tropical prints.
Bitches love palm trees, you know?
What I really like is something a little more subdued. So instead of just like the bright hibiscus flowers and the big green palms, spin it in a more sophisticated direction. You could do a black and white color scheme with the palm pattern, or maybe just a more subdued muted color if you don't want to go for the bright green. This is really fun if you're doing a coastal theme or a beach house without just doing like green palms everywhere. Geometric is iconic if you're doing like an Art Deco, Hollywood glam. This would be really fun for like a beauty room. If that's your style, you would really like this. So if you're thinking, okay, I don't really want animals on my walls, I don't want flowers, I don't want stripes, I'm not a pattern person, that's okay. Wallpaper could still be a fun option for you just for the texture aspect. So fun textures you could do are wood, brick, stone, linen, marble, or geo. Those kind of things aren't super loud, but they'll really just change the feel of your walls. It'll feel lived in, it'll have some charm to it. It'll definitely just make it feel less rented. There's also some really fun abstract patterns. You could do really fun line works and squiggles. I've also seen a lot of when people just do kind of these dashes very densely all over the wall. Just some fun illustrative things as well, I've noticed. Anything that kind of looks like a painting would be fun too, almost like a watercolor scheme, but still not too loud. And of course, if you want something a little more classic or traditional, you could do toile. Toile is the OG wallpaper. I remember my mom had some when we were growing up, and it's really cute. Makes you feel like you're living in a different time. If you want a really cool variety of wallpaper and some inspiration, definitely check out my website. If you want the wallpaper I used, it's linked down below. Let's get straight into the video. So this is my room. That's actually my closet. Fun fact, sometimes in New York City, you don't have a closet, you have a bar which can hang your clothes. It's pretty fun. So today I'm gonna put a removable wallpaper in that inset so it just feels a little more cozy, maybe like a fireplace kind of feel. First I'm going to measure the wall space so I can cut the paper, and it looks like I'm saying 44, so remember that number, 44. And then I'm just gonna measure it on the floor, on the wallpaper. Make sure you use a nice crystal flute to hold down the paper. Get a pen, and I'm just marking where that 44 is very carefully. And now I'm gonna cut. Don't be scared. There we go. So cut it as straight as you can. I didn't use a ruler. I didn't use anything to make sure it was a straight line. I just used my perfect line of sight. And we're done. So easy. I'm so good at this. Okay. This is the wallpaper, by the way. I have it linked in the description. It's a white brick. And I think it looks really nice. Put it up on your wall, make sure it's the right fit, make sure you like it. I definitely like it. And you're gonna wanna remove the sticky part at the top. So I'm starting from basically the ceiling.
Get your squeegee.
These squeegees, man, so easy. But you know what? The truth is, the first one is always the easiest. I have a lot of anxiety about to come. You wouldn't know. And then just, you know, don't get a paper cut like me. And then just squeegee everything down. I will say the brick was pretty forgiving, so if I did have any weird bumps, it kind of just looked like a textured wall, which is what I was basically going for. And then just throw your paper somewhere. Look at your work, make sure you like it. And that's the first panel. I thought it looked really good. It was the perfect fit. It looks straight to me. So let's get into the second one. I did the same thing. However, what I noticed was that if you go from where I cut the paper, it is no longer even with the top of my other bricks. So I had to literally line up all these different rows of bricks and find the repeating pattern here. Yeah, it was pretty annoying. So I just found where it would line up and then tried to make a big crease in the top so I could just cut that and start from my new top. I just cut it on the crease and then peel off the top.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Line it up. Felt like that looked pretty good. So now we're ready to
Squeegee.
And just like with the contact paper, I recommend overlapping the paper on top of each other about 1/2 inch. You won't be left with any gaps. And you can see where this is kind of creasing, so I tried my best to go kind of left to right and push any air off to the side. Get your box cutter, or, you know, an X-Acto knife would probably be better, and cut the bottom off. Second panel, this is where I get a little tired. But do the same thing, peel back the top, and then pull down. I was doing pretty large chunks at a time, maybe a foot or two. Have a little fun with it, guys. This probably took me 2 hours by myself. So if you want to see any more wallpapers, definitely check out my website, zoobyzoo.net. I've collected a nice roundup for 2021 that I think are really great removable wallpapers. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's a real pleasure making these videos, and I love writing about it on my blog. It would mean a lot if you like and subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every single Monday, so stay tuned. I hope to see you guys again, and happy wallpapering!